That little guy looks like he's in danger. Let's help him out. Starting off, these cute little red tiger lion thingies. These guys are called woofies. Fairly cute. All they do is rush at you if they see you, which you're currently being swarmed by them, but nothing our bombs can do. And with that, we've destroyed all the enemies in our path. Let's save this little guy. Quite the little jig there. Good job, Kirby. Whew, you saved me. Thank you. But what about those other guys? The Waddle Dees? They were all captured and taken away. We fought those beasts as hard as we could, but they kept coming back for more. Now I'm the only one left. I have to go save them. I have to. What? You'll help me save everyone? That's great! So, your name is Kirby. I'm Elfilin. Nice to meet you. Well, nice to meet you, Elfilin. So, what... Hey, Kirby! I was in the middle of saying something here, buddy. Co-op with 2 players. Select Play Co-op from the pause menu to have P2 control Bandana Waddle Dee work together by playing together. This is the guy that we saw in the intro alongside Kirby. Boy, am I glad to see you. I got pulled through that vortex over Planet Popstar, too. If you ever want a second player to join you, just let me know. I'll always be ready. Don't worry, buddy. We'll cover you eventually, but for the meantime, you can you just stay here. Anyway, I guess we'll jump up on this warp star here. We've now entered the natural plains. And our first level has opened up. So now that the tutorial is done and over with, I want to go ahead and say, welcome to my Let's Play of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This is a game that's released fairly recently, but despite that, I've played through this game both solo and co-op many times over, and I love it to pieces. And I want to replay it again, but with you guys, so that I can share my experiences and love for the game with all of you. With that being said, this will be a 100% Let's Play walkthrough of the game, and so that means I'll be collecting every collectible, fighting every boss, completing every stage, and etc. basically. So, with that being said, guess we'll hit up the first stage in this game, Downtown Grassland. So on the right here, you can see that there are missions to complete. Every stage we are given a reward for clearing the stage, and we are always tasked with finding a certain amount of Waddle Dees. Those are constants throughout the whole game. However, there are always hidden objectives throughout the level, inspiring players to explore and examine every little nook and cranny within the stage. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Every single start of the level, I always try to look back around the starting area just to make sure that there isn't anything that I might miss. But with that out of the way, time to see what this Downtown Grassland has for us. So there's just some wandering woofies. They're not really any major threat as long as they don't spot you. So with our bomb ability, we're just going to take them out from a distance, destroy these blocks, get some star coins here. There really isn't any means of climbing trees, but you can still mess with them. Maybe they'll have something inside of them. Destroy these big blocks. And there's this nice little red rose here. Oh. Make 5 tulips bloom on the bottom right corner of the screen there. You have to bloom 5 of them in order to complete one of these objectives. So if I drop my ability here, I can inhale this knight here, who is named Sir Kibble, for the Cutter ability. Cutter is a fairly decent mid-range attacking option, where you basically throw a sharp boomerang at your opponents. It's fairly decent damage. In a 3D environment, a straight throwing object is never really anything too good, but Cutter's decent damage output might convince some to keep it around. Regardless, another thing Cutter is good at is placing a boomerang in a certain location, keeping it there, and then whenever you let go of the button, it comes back to you, which you can use to combo against enemies. Right there, I use the Cutter ability to open up this button, which allows me to get this piece of cake, as well as opening up a seemingly hidden path here. Which leads us to another red tulip. So that's 2 out of 5, making good progress on that one. Gotta keep my eye out for more red tulips here. So we saw with the car that we can inhale unusually large objects, such as cars or vending machines, to activate Mouthful mode. So Kirby can inhale vending machines and spit out soda cans as projectiles. We have a lot of sodas in here, so we're free to just mash them to contact. Now, if we miss a shot, or it just goes flying and it never really hits anything, you can actually pick up the soda cans again and reuse them as ammo. Of course, they have a very short timer before they go away, but if you can catch them, then that's something for you. Soda cans can also seemingly destroy walls. Kirby must be chucking them pretty hard in order to be able to do that. But we can't climb walls with the vending machine, so we have to do this on foot. So this is a capsule. This is another form of collectible within this game, and I will be collecting every possible capsule. I might not be able to find every location where you might find a capsule, but I will be collecting every capsule unique item in the game, so don't worry about that. This is a big guy. His name is Bronto. It's the Boofahorn, I believe. Yeah, he's the Boofahorn. Another Luffy, nothing too crazy. And I think we've cleared out this area, so I think we are free to hop on this Warp Star here. Kirby seems very happy and excited to be in an unknown land for another adventure. Alright, so let's drop his ability. I'm going to get back Bomb again. We can actually inhale the Bomb of Coffee Bros Jr., which is the name of that enemy. To obtain Bomb. We don't have to inhale the enemy themselves in order to get their abilities, just something associated with this certain ability. Similar to Sir Kibble's Cutters, we can inhale one of those in order to get his ability. These little boys right here cannot be destroyed regardless of what we do, so we have to make sure that they don't hit us. That would be pretty bad. Those, by the way, are called Shotsos, if you're curious. Or Shotsos, however you want to say it. And here's another Mouthful mode. We are now Cone Mouth Kirby, where we can jump into the air and slam down with the sharper and pointier end of the cone, which can also be used to completely decimate foes. Now, one thing I want to note is Kirby is somehow slamming down on the ground with enough force to create a huge dent in the ground. So imagine what he can do to this. Yeah, he can just completely rip huge holes in the earth. Just one slam. And it's even an AoE attack, meaning that we can hit multiple enemies at once. But if we ever see these cracks on the ground, we always want to use Cone Mouth to slam down. There's probably some kind of goodie. There's another Boofahorn. We can slam down on him. We take a bit of damage with us, but it's fine. We take him down in one hit. There's another red tulip, so we're going to take that. That's 3 red tulips now. We're making good progress on that one. Another hole here. Allows us to go under the Shotsos. Earn some more cash. And now we've got a bit of a fork in the road. We can go to the left or we can go to the right. If we go to the right here, we've got this pipe with a crack in it, which I'm assuming that we can break a hole in. And it spurts us up, which allows us to kind of enter a secret area. And that is another objective, where we had to ride the spewing pipe. We slam down on this and grab another capsule, which brings us back to the left route, which means that we we've seen everything here. Break this block here. And this looks like it'll be the end of the cone mouth. I do like how, especially in the early levels, there are prompts for newer players on when you should and should not spit out a copy ability or an ability such as the car or cone mouth. It teaches players, oh, well, you can't climb ladders with this ability, so you need to make sure to get rid of it. But we've got Woofy here, and we've also got a mini-boss here, a Wild Edge. This dude has a huge sword, so we need to make sure to be clear of that. He spawns these little stars that we can use as projectiles to deal damage to him. These are found all over the place and are usually caused by enemies whenever they move or do an attack, allowing normal Kirby to retaliate without needing a copy of it. So if we can drop our ability and actually inhale the mini-boss for Sword Kirby, granting us another means of acquiring copy abilities. But now that that mini-boss is taken down, let's take this water. And that's our first hidden Waddle Dee saved for this stage. Right. I think that's everything here. Let's jump up on the Warp Star and keep going. Alright, so we got a lot of area to explore here. First things first, check behind us. Nothing. Alright, good. So we got this piece of meat. If we were low on health, that would be really nice. Take down these Woofies in the Mouthful. One thing I want to mention from this guy is called Blade Knight. If we dodge his attack correctly, which he has a spin attack, we can hold guard and dodge his attack. Don't make me a liar here, Blade Knight. Come on, buddy. There we go. We can slow down time and we can retaliate. It's very good for defending ourselves against bigger enemies with very telegraphed attacks. It's free punishment. Here's another Mouthful. Dome Mouth Kirby. Wiggle this control stick to remove the dome, and we got ourselves a Waddle Dee. Nice go. Now, I'm not expecting to completely ace in one try all of these stages, even if I have played this game multiple times by now. I still forget certain things, but I'm hopefully going to be able to show off where everything is in a timely manner. So we got another sort of kibble here. It looks to be Rabbaroos. These guys are called Rabbaroos. And this is a Torturner, because it's a tortoise that turns, I'm guessing? I don't think I really get why it's called that. But there's a ladder here with a Blade Knight that we can take down real quick. And every copy ability, well, most copy abilities, have kind of a unique gimmick to them. Sword Kirby, for example, can cut ropes and vines, allowing us to add new things to the environment, such as this Mouthful mode, which we can now use to kill the Torturner. That was a huge dent in his spine. That's a terrible way to go. I'm so sorry. Kirby, you mass murderer. And those are our 3 hidden Waddle Dees. Okay, so now we have to worry about is getting these last tulips here, which that's red tulip 4. Kill that a Woofy. Minding their own business. And this is something that we can jump up on with our cone mouth, so let's just proceed. Those right there are Kaboos, which they just kind of roll around and are nuisances. There's a Boofahorn here just waiting to strike us. Oh. Well, you opened up this. So there's our 5th red tulip right there. You can always pause the menu to check and see if you've gotten all of the missions completed, which we have. So we're good to go for the rest of the stage. Break that, and we are now faced ourselves with a Tortilde, which is basically just a bigger version of a Torturner. Which I get the play on words here. It's kind of like a building, but haha, Kirby developers are funny. Basically, just navigate around the Tortilding, make sure that you don't get chomped like I did there earlier. We need to gain some height on him, so let's jump up this water spout. Get ourselves lined up. Get a nice capsule. Slam down on it. Again, terrible way to go. And with the tilting down, there is our... If we look at the missions, there's the lion-like cage, signaling the end of a stage. With nothing else to do, let's grab it. Once the stage is cleared, we'll be shown our mission results, and we're free to go to another stage. Also, we are shown the capsules that we acquired during the stage. Capsules are the capsules that you obtain are random, but there will always be a set amount of capsules per stage. So, for example, there were 3 capsules that we acquired here. But there will always be 3 capsules. However, what will be in the capsules will be randomized to a certain extent. So, our first capsule here is of Kirby. Kirby was pulled into a mysterious vortex that appeared in the sky over his home on planet Popstar. When he woke up, he was in a new world. Traveling through that vortex also gave Kirby a new and mysterious power. Let's see what it can do. Onward to adventure. These capsules will oftentimes have pieces of lore or background for the character, objects, weapon, item that they're associated to. Not all of them have descriptions, like the traffic cone, but things like the Kirby capsule and the captured Waddle Dee capsule do. The Beast Pack managed to catch these 3 Waddle Dees with 1 golden cage. If they work together, they might be able to... Oh, never mind. They're too sad to move. All they can do is cry out for help. Wah wah, wah wah. Something like that. Somebody save them. They kind of make like a weird baby noise. I never really understand it. I mean, they don't have mouths or anything. I don't know how they can make sounds like that. I shouldn't question the logic of a video game mascot character, because Waddle Dees are very cute. They should be mascots all themselves. If you save every Waddle Dee in a stage, you will get a nice golden red star for your efforts, and a all Waddle Dee saved thing over it. But with that, that's Downtown Grassland. That's the intro to the game done. There's a lot of game here. Even just here in the natural plains, there's a lot. There are 46 Waddle Dees to save. We've only just scratched the surface of this grand adventure, and I cannot wait to share it with you all. So next time on Kirby and the Forgotten Land, we'll be continuing these stages and also revisiting the newly established Waddle Dee town to just kind of see how these Waddle Dees are helping themselves integrate themselves into this unknown world. So with that, I'll see you soon.